I can see the stars align, dance around the moon every night. And now my eyes are open wide, and the sky has never looked so bright. And I don't need to see the road to believe, yeah. 'Cause this is where I'm meant to be, I believe. And I feel the magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. There's wonder on this winding road in front of me, yeah. 'Cause I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I feel the magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the
There it is. There's the magic. It's the magic of Monday evening for Soul and Beyond. Let's see who's with me so far. Jackie, you were quick off the mark. Good evening to you. Michelle, welcome. Welcome to Soul and Beyond. Lovely to have you here. And Karen Mack, yes, hello, fellow soul seekers. Jackie Hall, nice. I like that, Karen. Yeah, me too, Jackie, me too. Lisa, hi. Mandy Young, you're in early tonight, girlfriend. And Linda Gold, you're also early tonight. And Jody Gooch, my gosh, you're full of surprises tonight, girls. This is awesome. Welcome, everyone. And to everybody that watches the replay, welcome to you also. You'll enjoy it just as much as the live, though you can't talk to me and engage with everyone. But hey, it's awesome that you register so that you can watch the replay at your own leisure, maybe over a nice cup of herbal tea. I'd like to make a special welcome to Michelle McDonald, because Michelle is our newest member to the Soul Seekers Sanctuary, and I was actually going to get one of the girls to send her a message today to tell her about Soul and Beyond, but look, she found it. So hi, and I hope you have a great time with us tonight, Michelle. Before I get underway with tonight's topic, which is going to be rather interesting, I might say, because I've been communicating and having great chats with Archangel H.E.A.L and doing some really awesome automatic writing courtesy of Archangel H.E.A.L. And that's been, wow, nothing short of amazing. But first, I want to tell you all about the next topic we have in the masterclass in the Soul Seekers Sanctuary is on self-acceptance. In June, we talked about self-love and how to actually embrace self-love. It's more than just thinking about yourself. In fact, it's nothing to do with thinking about yourself in the way of I love me, truly I do. So we're following on in July with self-acceptance. And if you're not a member of the Soul Seekers Sanctuary, you can join us for $27 to watch the masterclass, participate in the masterclass anytime. So any of the topics that come up, if you would like to join us, you can do that. Tanya Atkins, good evening and welcome. Great to see you here tonight. So you have that opportunity to join us for the monthly masterclasses. And I will tell you the topics as we go along. So July, which is only going to be, wow, look at that, 6 days' time is July. What happened there? On self-acceptance. If you would like to join us for that masterclass, please send us an email at support@healwithgwenda.com. And we will send you through the link. You may also find the information on the Heal with Gwenda Facebook page. And most of you who are here know that I am no longer, really haven't been a great fan of Facebook for a long time. It does not hold the ethics and morals when it comes to soul alignment that I prefer, that I like to share. But there we have it. We still have the Heal with Gwenda page, so you can find the information on that there. But it's support@healwithgwenda.com if you would like to join us for the masterclasses each month. Good evening, Kim Jane. And then there is also the upcoming Serenity Retreat. I have got 2 spots left. If you would like to join us for the Serenity Retreat in beautiful Geograph Bay, Bustleton, then that's where it will be, and you can find the information on that in your emails. If you're not on our database, please let us know so we can inform you. What else was news? There was something else that I wanted to tell you about. But anyway, our topic for tonight is, what do you sit in? And how often do you think about that when you go to, say, a hairdresser, a physio, a school, public transport, somebody's house, your own house? What do you sit in? What does that mean? I mean, do you ever think about the energy that you're sitting in when you go somewhere else, or you've had someone to your house that sits perhaps in your favorite seat? Because most people clean their house, clean their car, wash their hair, have a shower. Is it an intentional shower, or is it just, I'm going to have a shower? Yes, there is a difference. I was talking to a lady last week who was telling me about her husband, who is a naturopath, and every night he comes home, he can't wait to get in the shower to wash everyone off, was her words. And I said, well, that's marvelous. Not many people, especially people that work with other people, realize that that is really very important. So say you are a truck driver and you share the truck, which means that maybe there is an alternate shift. You swing between night shift, day shift. So when you go to get in the truck, you are either sitting in that other driver's energy, and you can find your health be affected and wonder, what happened there? I was feeling fine. Why have I got this cough? Why am I feeling depleted in energy? Or if you go to a school and you sit in the classroom to, maybe you're helping the kids, maybe you're there for an event, and you go and take a chair that someone else had been sitting in, and you wonder why you suddenly have a headache, or you feel unwell. Go to a doctor's surgery. Now, just imagine what you are walking into and what you sit in. So the question is, how often do you see to your own energy fields? How often do you clean your energy fields and remove all clutter? Most people don't do it very often at all. Some people don't do it ever. So when I look at them, their energy fields are full of junk, full of other people's stuff, full of other people's baggage, emotions, sickness even. Yes, you can carry someone else's sick energy in your energy fields. So if you're an empath, as they're called, or a very sensitive person, you're very prone, but you're not unique to that. Everybody is affected by other people's energy. So when you go to a supermarket, a big shopping centre, worst places to go if you do not protect your energy fields. And if you have not cleansed them and removed all the clutter. So what could clutter be? Clutter is your trashy thoughts. Don't take that personally. But clutter is useless thinking, overthinking, procrastination, emotionally charged thoughts that you've hoarded. And you might not think you're a hoarder, but I can tell you that if you are not a regular cleaning person of your energy fields, then they are full of clutter. Is the shower enough? No, not unless you take an intentional shower, meaning you set an intention that the water acts as a cleanser, and you literally command that. You call upon the water to cleanse all things from the day that are not of your highest good, that are not of your emotional well-being. If you want to break it down to layman's terms, emotions, mental health, mental stress, anxiety, overwhelm, anger, frustration, disappointment, sadness, sorrow, pain, suffering. All of those things are kept in your energy fields unless you regularly cleanse them. So you not only need to cleanse your energy fields regularly, and it should, when I say regularly, it should be every night, not, oh, I forgot, I'll do it tomorrow. And when do you set your energy? And when do you place intention in your energy? Every morning, every night. Let's see what you're saying before all of your comments run away from me. Oh, yes, Tanya, not a place you'll find me very often, if ever. Only an emergency, like, when my head's split open. Doctors, surgeries, no thanks. Yes, it is too heavy, Jackie. And just imagine the cesspool that you're walking around in there. Chemist is another place. And Lisa, the Fremantle Market's the place I always have to protect. But Lisa's saying protect her energy before she walks in. But what's in your energy when you walk in? And this is the point that I'm raising with everyone tonight, is how often do you cleanse your energy bodies? Because if you think about it, say you have an overstuffed drawer and you just push it closed tight. What's happened with everything that's in it? It's still in it, right? And it's just all crushed up. It's just all messed up, but you've pushed it in tight. Well, if you protect your energy fields when you have not cleansed them, when you have not released clutter, emotional junk, mental junk, then you are doing exactly that with your energy fields. You are simply shutting yourself into a nice tight container of cluttered junk. And anything that is wandering around, for example, markets, doctors, surgeries, hospitals, dentists, you name it, big places where there's lots of people, then you can be assured there is plenty of unseen walking around, let alone the energy of the people walking around that you are now moving in and out of. And Jody, thank you for your honesty. Only when I think about it and when I notice the shift in my own energy. Yeah. What about having a bath? Well, think about a bath. What are we doing in a bath? We're just sitting in it. We're sitting in it. So it hasn't got anywhere to go until you pull the plug out. But is it all going to go? And is it an intentional bath? To move energy, water must be, anything that you're using must be moving. Okay, so if you're going to move energy, a spa would be better than a bath, but even then you're still sitting in it. The difference is the water is moving in a spa versus a bath. A shower is much more effective. Going for a swim in the ocean, best. Not for me when it's, 6 degrees, no thanks, or less. See the column of white light inciting you, Kim Jane, or so much protection in there. Think about what is within the column of white light. What are you pulling the column of white light down into? Are you pulling the column of white light down into a junkyard, or are you pulling the column of white light into an energy body and physical body that has been cleansed, is not cluttered, is not holding any kind of emotional stagnation, regret, as we talked about last week, anything? So regularly cleansing your energy fields is the best thing you can do for your health, your well-being, and your soul alignment. It will help you tremendously when you go out, and guess what? You'll also manifest things when you're out much easier. So if you want to manifest a really nice person to serve you, you want to manifest being able to move through a shopping centre with ease, moving up and down the aisles with ease, you will do that when you have got a very clear vessel, clear energy fields. Now, what would you fill your energy fields with? So not only do we cleanse them, okay. Not only do we cleanse them, not only do we clear them, which means out with all the clutter, what would we fill them with? This is equally as important. Yeah, Tanya, you're onto it. Inviting. Thanks, Kim. And Jodie, I stay in the bath as the water drains out. I imagine the junk draining out. I would still encourage you to have a refreshing cleanse of throwing clean water all over you, or use a spray that you've made up yourself, or you can get some beautiful sprays that cleanse the energy fields. You can make one up with the likes of lavender oil, bergamot oil, jojoba. What's my other favorite one? Jojoba. Sweet orange. Sweet orange is just beautiful. Rose geranium. So you get some essential oils and just put a few drops into some distilled or purified water and spray that around over yourself after you've had a bath, and that will be a fabulous cleanser. Nice for after that. Frankincense, yeah. Now, Mandy's onto it. Fill it with divine light, joy, happiness, excuse me, positivity, etc. I don't know that one. I'll ask Archangel Raziel, what's etc.? So, yes, Mandy, you're onto it. That's right. So once we have cleansed our energy fields and mind field, then we need to fill it, and fill it with powerful emotions, powerful thoughts. The most powerful you can use is I am. When you call on the I am, you are actually calling on the divine spark from which you were created. So you are calling on what some people reference as the God spark. So you are calling in and commanding that incredible source of power, of love, of joy. There's nothing greater. So when you use I am and you visualize and also use movement, so using movement, that you are indicating that you are filling your energy bodies. And remember, your energy fields are limitless. But in the case of working in this realm, you visualize it, so you extend your arm as far as it can go and see beyond your arm. Setting the intention of where you are sending that energy is all that needs to be done. So using the words, I am limitless, I am eternal, is the best way to do that. You know, you will change so much in your life by using these simple practices. And let's see what, the sweet orange, Tanya, is just beautiful. I like to mix sweet orange with jojoba. Jackie's saying, I apply practices every day. I clear my energy fields, protect, cleanse every morning and evening. Abundance and health, happiness for me, filled with divine love. If Jackie was sitting here talking to you, she would tell you that she learnt these practices in the School of Wish, because she's just been a student in there, and she was telling me right from the start when she started using them what an amazing change she found that they made in her life. But Jackie committed herself to doing those practices beyond doing. She embodied them. She embraced them. They weren't a doing. So they weren't a chore. They weren't something she had to tick off. She made it a part of her life. And that's what it is, to live more from your soul, more from the directive of your soul, is to make it your life, not something that's a chore, not something that you've got to tick off each day. It is a way of being, a way of living. A nice one, Tanya. Nice, I like that. Cultivate, yes. And Jackie has calmness in her life now. And something to share with you that is really interesting of the writings from Archangel H.E.A.L. I must tell you too that in some of the upcoming masterclasses, I will be fully channeling them. So it will not be my earth knowledge. I will channel them with Archangel Raziel and Archangel Metatron. So they're going to be very powerful masterclasses. I'll have to get lots of sleep beforehand. Vetiver root oils. Nice, Kim, nice. So Archangel Raziel was has actually drawn through me, because Archangel Raziel communicates in symbols. He does not speak messages. He does speak, but he doesn't speak the messages. He writes in symbols, communicates in symbols. And if you're thinking, well, how would you know what that means? Then you're in your mind. Not out of your mind, you're in your mind. So what it means, he is talking to your soul. So when you look at the symbols, the writings that Archangel Raziel does, he's actually communicating with your soul. In other words, you don't need to know what does that mean, because your soul knows what it means, because he talks to your soul, and it's really quite incredible. I may be jumping the gun, but I have had some communication with him about being able to do soul symbology for people that would like to see the symbols of their soul. Watch this space. It'll be quite exciting. So, and just looking at them, I can feel the frequency. I can feel it. And that's all that's required, is looking at them, placing a hand over them, letting myself get immersed in them. But the writings that he did last week were the DNA, the codes of my DNA, which was, yeah, Jackie and Tanya. It is awesome, and it is very exciting. And It's new for me, so it's really special. Well, special, I mean amazing, amazing special. So the interesting thing was he requested a gold pen. The first time that he did the codes of my soul were done with the feather quill with ink. Whoop, being left-handed, that was a worry. Yeah, Michelle, it is. It's incredible. And this time, to do the codes of my DNA, he requested a gold pen. So they've been done in gold, and I can tell you that it's not that easy to see because of the way it comes out on the paper. But they are entirely different to the codes that he wrote of my soul. So I asked, what is the importance and why the difference? And this is what I'd like to share with you. Interesting, Jackie. I'd just like to share with you is he explained that the codes in the DNA are what are used for your ancestral lineage, your lifetimes experiences, and your DNA holds timelines, the timelines of experiences, past, present, and future. And I asked him about accessing that information, especially the future. And he said it was not commonly accessed. And I asked why. And he said, because they are not ready. So remember, we're talking about your DNA. The other thing that he explained was that the things that we experience in a lifetime through our DNA coding is handed up to the soul, where it is transformed into pure energy. Now that I found incredible and amazing. So the experiences that you have in this lifetime are handed up from the DNA, codes of their DNA, to the soul to be transformed into pure energy. Now, if you're going to think about this, I would urge you not to, because you are going to think with what I call, and what the divine showed me, is the earth mind, which is not capable of being able to comprehend and understand this. If you want to have more awareness, then you will need to do the deep inner work and know how to communicate with your soul so that you can have this deeper awareness. The other thing that I wanted to share with you was a message that came through in a channeling session today. And that was interesting. Something has interrupted the flow. So let me just see what's going on. Code. Well, that's fascinating. So I'll just wait and see what comes back on that. Wow. Something that is not allowed to be shared. Okay. Even though it is to do with the mind, the logical mind. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, okay, that part. Well, that was really all. Sorry, I'm having a little chat with with one of the archangels, Uriel. The words consciousness and awareness. These are bandied around like lollipops in the spiritual world, the spiritual communities these days. But what was brought forward today was yet again another jaw-dropping moment. Those of you who know me and know how I work, I'm very particular with the way the words are used and the way that they have been manipulated, especially in the last 4 years. So awareness and consciousness. Consciousness has been bandied around hugely, right? Now, there is a difference in going into a deeper awareness that takes you to a higher level of consciousness. So in this concept, the two words are different, whereas in spiritual communities and current time, they intertwine those two words as if they mean the same thing. And what was brought through today by Archangel H.E.A.L is that they are not the same thing. When you are looking at being more deeply aligned, having greater awareness of your soul, that is part one. Part two is being able to transcend that awareness into a higher consciousness. Now, why would you want to go there? Why would you want to go into a deeper awareness of your soul? Well, if you would like to find this life, this world, an easier place to navigate, if you would like to find more peace, easier solutions to things, more harmony, then you would go to wanting to know the deeper aspects of you, so having a deeper awareness of your soul. The other reason you would want a deeper awareness of your soul is to really know what you're doing here. You know, people's question, what's my life purpose? What's the purpose of my life being here? So to have a deeper awareness would take you down that path. Now, going into then having a higher consciousness, if you've heard or read anything about moving to the fifth dimension of consciousness, this is something similar in that the deeper awareness you have, the easier it is to go to a higher level of consciousness. Why would you want to go to a higher level of consciousness? Well, if you're truly wanting to know about the aspects of the soul, if you're truly wanting to know how to make sense of things in a crazy three-dimensional world that don't make sense, the only place you're going to find that is in a higher consciousness. In a higher consciousness, you are able to access your Akashic records limited. And this is another thing for you to be aware of. There are these people selling courses on how to access your Akashic records, people who say they're readers of your Akashic records. Well, here's a news flash. You are only permitted to have certain access to your Akashic records, and you're only permitted to have a certain amount of information from that access. You cannot go in willy-nilly and discover everything in your Akashic records. That comes down to exactly what Archangel H.E.A.L explained about the DNA codes carrying future timelines. And when I asked, how do we access that? It was like, and he was not going to give me that information. And that's the same as accessing the Akashic records. I am pleased to see, because I do go on a little bit of a hunt now and again, and a particular person, a lady that I saw promoting courses on accessing your Akashic records. When you read her fine print, when you read the more in-depth information, she actually admits that you can only access a certain amount. So be wise, people. Be wise and use discernment. And this is another thing that is a benefit when you actually do the inner work, where you decide that you want to have a deeper awareness of your soul. You are able to discern things better. and quicker. You're not likely to get caught up in something that is a farce, a fad, and that really is going to take you down a merry path of nowhere. So being able to be aligned, being able to be in deeper awareness with your soul is heaven on earth. Who wouldn't want to be there? Especially if you are caught up in watching world news or, anything around the place, even from your own backyard. So your DNA, the code of your DNA, if you wanted to explore that, you can have a look at setting yourself up in a deep meditation, an intentional meditation, and call in and ask to be shown what is right for you to see at this time from your codes of your DNA. Did you notice the wording? Because you won't be shown, you won't even be given access to anything that is not of your highest good at this time. So anytime that you are seeking guidance, that you are asking for help, it must always be framed in what is of my highest good at this time. And why is that? Because the now is the only reality there is. Yesterday is no longer a reality. It's been, it's done, it's finished. An hour ago is no longer a reality. So if you're still there, you're in the past and you're dragging junk with you into your energy fields and into your physical body. Now, I hear you when you say, but this person really hurt my feelings, or this person assaulted me, or, there has been some tremendous trauma. And I know of some ladies here that could certainly write a book about tremendous trauma in their life. The question is, where do you sit with that right now? And what have you embarked upon to heal that trauma so that your life right now has more richness, more expansiveness, and is not being held back by that trauma? And as you know, compassion and forgiveness are the two main keys to healing. And it's not always easy. Nothing's easy in this world. It's not always easy to just slip into compassion and forgiveness when there has been a very big violation of you personally or even mentally, emotionally. Yes, Tanya, it's very important. And it's worth looking into yourself and seeing, what are you carrying from the past? What hurts, what wounds? Is it from yesterday? Is it from 15 years ago? Is it from 20 years ago? Is it something you're fretting about in a future that hasn't even come to fruition? That's almost worse. This is where anxiety and overwhelm come from, is projecting into a future that is not even real. But on the other side of that, you keep projecting, then you make it real. And that's why you can say to people, see, I kept saying that was going to happen. Well, you've got to give yourself a tap on the back and go, I'm a good manifestor, I'm a good magician. Look at that, I said that was going to happen. Well, if you say it often enough, it will. And there is no two ways about that. It's proven over and over, and even the good old scientists have now come to some agreement on the quantum field and the potentiality of our thoughts. So having a check-in with yourself and being able to work with yourself is not always easy. That's why people like me are around, so that we can help you. When we're trying to move past deep wounds, regrets, terrible pains, abuse. It's very difficult to navigate out of that in completion of healing and being able to feel complete in yourself again. It's very difficult to do that by yourself. It's very wise to find someone that you can relate to, that you feel comfortable with, and I'm going to say that you trust. The reason I say that is that there is another lady who is not with us tonight, who was with Jackie in the School of H.E.A.L, and that was something that she said to me more than 3 times, that she had been looking, and Jackie can corroborate this, more than 3 times, she said over and over, that she had been looking for more than 10 years for someone she could trust to help her through all the things that she has endured in her life, and someone she could trust that could help her with her gifts of the soul, being able to see things that in the unseen world. So 10 years, she said, more than 10 years she'd been looking. That's a long time to find someone that can help you heal, help you move past phobias, fears that are really holding you back. So I'm saying to you tonight, a place for you to start is to really take up the idea of cleansing your energy. Cleanse your energy morning and night. And why am I saying morning? Because you're like, well, I've been asleep. Well, your physical self might have been asleep, but your energy fields have not. Your soul has not, and neither has your spirit. So those things have all been very busy through the night. And if you have a spouse, if you have children, then your energy fields are going to have been penetrated. It's not the word I wanted. They're going to have been affected by other people in your house. And they can also have been affected by any wandering spirit entities that are busy mooching around, because they do all the time. Just because it's nighttime, they don't sleep, right? So a lot of activity goes on while you're asleep. So cleansing your energy in the morning is equally as important as the nighttime. Setting your intention, filling your energy fields with, as our Mandy said, filling your energy fields with love, with joy. Those are the 2 most important emotions of the soul, because that's all the soul knows. Using the I am at peace with all that I am. I am at peace within myself. I am happy. I am harmonious. I am grateful. Anything that works for you and fits with you, then that's really important. Seeing your energy field, as Kim mentioned, the white light, you can fill your energy fields with any color that you wish, and color is very important. So you may find that one day when you're setting your energy, you want to fill it with a beautiful soft violet color, and yet the next day you want to fill it with a vibrant green. Another day you might want to fill it with orange. Could be anything. But it's really important, because whatever color you choose is what is needed in your energy fields. And if I look at the word chakras, or chakras, depending on how you say it, then the color that you've chosen is the chakra that needs your attention and also can be offering you the most power that you need in that day. So it's a two-way, 2-pronged fork, that one. But listen to the call that you have internally when it comes to color. It's the same as when you're getting dressed for the day. You'll find that you'll look through your wardrobe, it's like, nah, and then, yep, I want that color. Or you'll already know if you're listening to your inner self. Color is very important to your energy field, so you can visualize it and feel it. And one thing I would also encourage you to do is to see the color that you call in energetically as being like a beautiful silken scarf. You know, if you think about a silken scarf, it flows effortlessly and it feels beautiful. Silk has a magical feel about it. So you want that kind of sensation and you want that kind of flow in your energy fields. And you feel that through your physical body as well. And you take it right down through your feet. And if you want to, you can swirl it like the ribbon dancers. You can swirl this beautiful silken scarf all around you. And then when you want to seal your energy, remember not to seal it so that it's like a vault, because you do need to have your energy flowing. So you can create a protective layer, but not one that shuts you in. You must be earthed into the ground. And that was something that Jackie really found shifted her energy tremendously, was learning to ground. Please don't ground yourself until you have cleared and cleansed your energy. You can also use brushing and sweeping. So you can use your hands, you can use a branch of a tree, you can use feathers. I would prefer you don't use the likes of a smudge stick when you are just clearing your energy fields. Get used to using visualization and color first, and then you can move to things like smudging and smoking and so forth. So we begin, I like simple and practical, right? So we begin with simple and practical. They are the most powerful ways to go about what you want to do. So having your energy cleared and then setting your intention, filling your energy with what it is that you want to claim for the day. Because what you fill your energy with is what you are going to project out to everyone else around you. Now, back to the beginning where I was asking you about what energy do you sit in. So if you are going to be going somewhere, that you've got to sit where someone else was sitting. So for example, I was in the hairdressers the other week and I saw the lady that had been sitting in the seat that they called me to sit in, and I said to the young hairdresser, just one moment, I need to do this. And it did not bother me how she wanted to look at what I was doing, but I literally swept that seat. I waved, used movement, and I swept. And what I was sending out was a prayer of cleanse. And then as I sat down, I called in gold light and I sent it out all over the seat. So I sat in that. Nobody needs to know what you are doing. When you are aligned and you immerse yourself into this way of living and you have that deeper awareness of your soul, it just is. And nobody takes any notice. It's only you that gets fretful about, oh my gosh, what are they seeing? They see nothing. And apart from that, they're so caught up in their own thoughts and their own to-dos, what I've got to do, they really don't pay too much attention. And just as we were saying, like Tanya said, good reminder, read the past. As soon as you walk out the door, they're talking to somebody else. Their energy is now focused on somebody else. You are far forgotten in their thoughts, unless you leave a really big impression. So why fret about things? Why not simply be present and do what is in alignment in the deeper awareness of your soul? and make life much easier for yourself. Also make life more enjoyable. So cleansing your energy fields. Clear the clutter, morning and night. Choose what you're going to fill it with and use it throughout the day. Send your energy forward. Do you ever ask for, good girl, Kim, in buses? Ook. Do you ever send out and ask for a parking spot? Well, that's sending your energy ahead of you and calling in your guides and angels. Energy is extremely powerful, and you can cultivate it. You can, I want to say, move it. You can work magic with energy, but begin with your own by cleansing regularly, thinking about what you're sitting in. And if you do have visitors to your house, please cleanse your seats and cleanse when they have walked out, no matter how much you love them. So why every witch keeps a broom by her door? You'll never see mine. I hide it. Be in the moment. Yes, Jackie. Yes, Tanya, always. So for everyone that was new tonight, I hope you've enjoyed this evening and found some richness in the talk. To those who will watch later, thank you again. Thank you for being part of Soul and Beyond. And I'll look forward to being back with everyone next week. We never know what's going to happen in Soul and Beyond and who might turn up or where the message is coming from. But thank you all very much. Pleasure, Michelle. Thanks for making it along with us tonight. Enjoy cleansing your energy. Pleasure, Lisa. Thank you. And lots of love to you all, and may you be kept in God's light throughout this night, and your hearts be peaceful, harmonious, filled with love, and just divinely awesome as you are. Pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure, everyone. I shall see you next week. Good night.